It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job showing you his athlete.
A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can...
There he goes! He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll set up to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hardy. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Down for a loss of a couple. And the Aggies are in the hurry up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Reed. Finds the tight end. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line. That's short of first down yardage. 4th down is coming.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Craver. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Toss sweep to the left. Creates a little space. Got enough for the 1st. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Hardy.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Makes the quick grab. And look, This guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Reed. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Bussey. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes. Make sure you take away that quick stuff. And a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Aggies want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of this matchup somewhere else.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Leaves it with the back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on fourth down. They'll run the sneak for it.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Using his legs, it's Owens. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done. And he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2, and they'll take an 8-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. 17.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Brings it in down the left side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. He rifles one deep to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got his man on the right. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
Fires left. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off the play fake. Lets it fly. Finds a man on the right. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find it.
Oh, he's got some space. Lowers those pads.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Defensively, now you can tell I got to be ready for anything, right? If they're going to get the ball to fast guys on the perimeter like this, I better be ready for it. The defense is ready for it. It was a good game. It wasn't a bad game. You didn't give up a touchdown, but now this makes me think, goodness gracious, they'll get the ball to anybody, any place, anywhere on the field.
3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off play action. Looking left. Holds it in. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down.
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run, too.
Touchdown, Aggies! A great catch and run for 6. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it for a big play. Here he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tiger.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Crosses the 30. There he goes. The 40. Past the 30. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's running free down the middle. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to them, He can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
29, Missouri, 14.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. He'll get rid of it. Connection to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Moves away as he feels pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Might be calling a hot route. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quick completion on the out. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Trying play action. Looking for space to the left. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Pocket breaking down. He's going for the goal line. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short?
Sneaks it into the end zone.
And a a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting a touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10, here he comes. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Runs through the tackle. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Motion from the back. They'll give it to the back. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A 1st and 10 for this offense. This is a designed run. Got enough for the 1st down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's open on the right.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a 1st down. Nice balance by this offense.
Now they'll run the draw. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
From the gun, the running back has it. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Aggies! Great job by the back on the option. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw again. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And they get him off. Well, they get the turnover, they get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Smith takes the handoff. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. These corners going to give them some space. They'll give it to him again. It's a fumble. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.